Are we actually running here? All right. Oh, it's been a heck of a night. All right, so what I wanted to do was just show off Steam running inside Winlator um, without having to do any of the downgrading or using core fonts or anything like that to get it to work. So basically, I just created a Proton container, the x86 version, and just installed the newest Steam version. I don't know if I can see what version of Steam I'm running here, but anyway, just have the newest version of Steam. Make sure I've got my controller turned on. Set my download rate. All right, so everything's set up. I have a couple games that I downloaded before. I'm going to download another one because this has just been kind of a disaster to try and record this, but I really wanted to show this off, so I'm just going to install this particular game, so you use it just like regular Steam. So I clicked on the download. It's starting to install the file, so let's just let it run through. It's going to take a minute or two to download. So this is not a very big game, but I just wanted to test it out. My bit rate's a little bit low, but that's what just sure trying it. Hopefully it'll fix. Actually, it's just down. Almost done. We'll give the game a test, and then I'll try one of the other ones, or a couple of the other ones. We'll see. All right, so just like you normally would, I'm just going to click on the play button. Let's see what happens. So far, so good. And then we got a crash. All right, so the good thing is that we can just kill this game. We don't have to kill the whole container. All right, let's try one more time, because I was able to get this one playing on my other tests before, but let's see. Let's try one more time. Doesn't seem to want to start this time. All right, let's go back to my library. All right, so it's right there. Let's try one more time. There we go. All right, let's see if it loads up this time. Maybe not. No. All right, I think I might have to restart the container for that. All right, let's just restart so you guys can see it load up from the beginning. So I just have the Steam shortcut here. So I'm just going to click on that. Let Steam load up here. All right, back to my library. We'll try it again. If you quit the game normally and just end the task in the task manager, it usually picks up and you can just keep going. All right, it really doesn't like what happened there earlier. All right, well, that's new. Anyway, these are the things we come across, right? So let's try a different game this time. So Six Samurai's not working. So we're going to try a different game I have downloaded. So loading Steam back up again. Maybe I might verify those files. So I said, this is just like Steam on your Steam Deck or on your computer. So let's verify the files. Just make sure everything is up to date, all good. Verify integrity. So it said it crashed and then it just wouldn't load again. So maybe there's some issue with the install. All right, seems to say everything's fine. So let's try one last time. Let's see if everything actually is fine. Okay, at least it started this time. Yeah, maybe I should turn off the Steam overlay. I don't really need that. I don't have a Steam button or anything. So. Now, and then we crashed again. Oh, sorry. That's too bad. All right, let's try a different game then. It was working earlier for me, but now it just doesn't want to. That's just how it goes, I guess. All right, let's go back into Steam. Let's try one of the other games. Make sure they're still working. All right, back into the library. So Six Samurai demo doesn't work. Primal Planet does work. Let's try Netherworld Covenant again. I was having hit or miss. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Let's give this one a try. All right, the controller still works, which is nice. Let's turn down our quality all the way to low. Best I can do. Even the scaling. Can I take it down? No. Max volume. No, it just keeps messing with the volume. Okay, we'll just take it down to low on that. We'll start up the game we had started earlier. Let's see what happens. on my radar from somewhere. I don't remember. Oh. And now we have crashed. So, like I said, we're still working out some of the kinks on this stuff. But hopefully, we can just quit the app. Like I said, we got a little bit of play. That's as far as I've been able to get into that. I'm sure there's something I can do to fix that. All right, let's just stop it in Steam. Oh. Yeah. All right. What else have we got here? I know Primal Planet works. I'll just give a quick play of this one. So just load it up inside Steam. I've been waiting for this game for a little while. I'm not very good at it, but it just looks like it's a fun kind of pixelated pixel game. And it seems to recognize my controller right away, which is always good. It's an OpenGL game though, so lots of room for improvement. Just continue where I left off. Show you that it actually works inside Steam. see if this runs. No problem. Inside Winlator, inside Steam. That's not good. And I died in front of my family. Alright. With that, this was just a test. So like I said, it's a fun game, as you can see. That works perfect. So that's great. No Man's Home only recognizes the right control stick, which is kind of annoying. Netherworld Covenant just crashes, but like I said, maybe in the future. And Sick Samurai demo does not work. So let's just uninstall a couple of these, get ourselves some space, and maybe we'll try a bigger game. Let's uninstall. Oh. I don't want to have to do that. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Anything else that's relatively size? I couldn't get Borderlands to work. This one I just got for free the other day. Let's try HellSlave. See if this actually works. All right, so like I said, just like on your desktop or on your laptop, you just install it normal, just like you would normal Steam. So let's just let that install. It should only take a couple minutes, and we'll give that one a try. So far, as much as I'm enjoying running Steam on my Odin 2 Mini, I want to say the less demanding games are running really easily, really easily. It's quite enjoyable to play them. The higher end games are struggling right now, but maybe if there's some fixes in the future for the Steam now that it actually works, get some patches and things like that to get it to be a little bit more optimal. maybe those games will start to work. Or maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I have no idea. But we're going to try this one and maybe try one more after this. So I already spent a lot of time today messing around with this. If you want to see a tutorial on how to get Steam running, you can always like this video or leave a comment below as well. Like I said, it's not too difficult, but there's a few things that you need to do. All right, let's try HellSlave. Let's see if this even recognizes my controller or even loads. But it says it's ready to go. Maybe. Clicking on play, but nothing's happening. Is it actually loading the game? Let's check the task manager there. Yeah, so well, it's a 32-bit game. It should still run, but maybe not. Maybe since it's old. All right, let's just go to our library here. Oh, it says it's running. So let's just give it a minute, see what happens. That's not looking good for this one. It's mostly playable with controller, so it should work. All right, let's just stop it. All right, let's try one last time. Yeah, 32-bit games might struggle. Yeah. All right, let's not worry about that one. Okay, just uninstall. Hate that it doesn't let you keep demos in your library after you uninstall them. Um, let's try Poppy Playtime. I don't know where I got this from. I think it showed up on the free game or like a test game on Reddit one time. So, and you can see here that it's also looking at the common redistributables that normally get installed for these kind of games too. So it's going to install those as well, just like on normal Steam. So if you were doing it on your desktop, let's give it a try. Never actually played any of these games. I've had people talk to me about them before, but I've never played them. I heard they're could be scary. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not easily scared when it comes to games and stuff like that, but who knows? There's always a first time. All right. Got a few more minutes left on this one. So it is a bigger game. I set the limit on my download just because I didn't want, well, I didn't want Steam to freak out if it started downloading too much stuff, basically, on my device. So just kind of trying to limit things where I can. When you do load Steam, you do have to use some special arguments in the shortcut to let it kind of basically give it the optimal performance. So it cuts out a lot of the overhead some of the web stuff and things like that that it loads in the background if you were running it on your desktop that can bog it down. So I'll see if I can post those in the description of this video after I'm done, if people want to look at those. I can also show them in the video um, before I end the stream tonight. So just letting it load up here if you want a minute. So if you're watching this, you might want to skip ahead maybe 5 minutes, and hopefully you'll get to see some gameplay or some failed attempts at trying to load this game. Just about halfway there. Just waiting, 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 like always. But I just wanted to show you that you can actually just install games like you normally would, right? This is how it goes. You click on the download. We just gotta wait. All right, just a couple more minutes. And we're gonna try and play some Poppy Playtime. See if this loads up. Maybe we'll try one more after this. So far, Netherworld Covenant, hit or miss. It worked for me a couple times today, and then it did not work on the stream. Primal Planet, so kind of a not very high performance or demanding game. Played perfectly. What am I try? Oh, No Way Home, kind of a stalker-esque game. Just my right control stick worked. It didn't recognize any other controls. I don't know if that's just a game or whether that's Winlator. And then I think Samurai, I was able to work earlier, but it wouldn't work on the stream. But it did recognize my controller. It's always half the battle. So maybe I'm doing something, or there's tweaks in the background I can do to get that game to work. But it was working earlier. I installed Steam and everything to kind of set up for the stream. So maybe I messed something up when I set it up. Anyway, almost done. I'll give this one a try. All right, here we go. Let's install this. And like I said, I should install those redistributables. There we go. Download complete. All right. Let's see if Poppy Playtime works. Never tried this game before. I don't know if anyone can leave a comment below if you like this game or not. I've never tried it before, but I just want to see if it actually works. Not sure. It's another one. It's taking a long time to load. Oh, still doing some stuff in the background. That's why. We will see. I think it's installing some stuff. Let's go to the library. Just see what it's doing. Oh, yeah, it says running install script. All right, let's see if it can actually install this. I was having some challenges with these scripts. Oh no, it seems to be working. All right. It was .NET was giving me an issue before when I tried to play Borderlands 2. It kept saying it was trying to install the .NET 4.0 official whatever, but it would never finish. But this one just went here, so DirectX installed, but I'm not sure about .NET. Might have to install it inside the container using AJ's prefix or something like that, but I'll give it a minute here. Maybe it'll work. It says controllers not supported. Oh, so this might not be the best test then. No, you can still see if it starts up. Oh, it finished .NET. That's better than Borderlands. Let's see if we can get into the game. So far, so good. Maybe there's a Steam. Yeah, just chapter 1. Oh, okay. Not sure what that was. Okay. English it is. It says AB for jump crouch, but no, it doesn't recognize my controller. Well, I will say that puppet is kind of creepy looking.
You are about to see the most incredible doll ever invented. Her name is Poppy, and she is the first truly intelligent doll in the world. Her answers. She's actually a conversation. Hardly watch.
Poppy's a little girl, and like you.
Hi, my cop. How are you? Can you help you?
Of course, Poppy girl. Poppy always wants her bed.
Perfect, thank you.
There, you don't brush it. And smell like a puppy. It helps you back there.
I'm a real girl, just like you.
That's creepy.
If you want to see how the native Steve Boys created it, Playtime goes now in Factor Door, just 9 ups, an entire hour in the most magical hour. What are you waiting for? It's the factory. Yeah.
I think I'm going to the factory. I should check controller inputs. It doesn't look like it's a complicated game. Could have mapped my controller out maybe using the scene input. Oh well. I just want to see if this actually opened or worked. Still, everyone takes stuff disappeared 10 years ago. We're still here. Find the flower. Well, that's not creepy. What flower? Okay, here's another one. My right joystick works, but my left and my D-pad do nothing. Oops. Go back in here. Oh, it kicked me out altogether. All right. Yeah, let's go back into Steam. Maybe. So it recognizes my right joystick, but it just treats it like the mouse. I wondered. Let's take a look at the controls. Just see what happens here. All right, so Steam input. Let's see here if there's a overlay for this game. All right, let's do that. All right, let's try one more time. Kind of want to play this game a little bit. See if we can solve our controller issues. Maybe that will work in the other No Way Home as well. All right, kicks out, goes back in. Yeah, let's just, maybe does it remember the game I just played and crashed out of a second ago? So I'll have to watch the whole creepy video again. Ah, still not recognizing my left button, even though I thought I put that controller overlay on there. Oh well. Oh well. I'll keep working on that, because I'm sure it's going to happen for quite a few games. That's a 64-bit game too. Alright, let's end that process. Maybe. Or not. Oh, very creepy, just like the game. Keeping us inside when we don't want to be there. Alright, let's try one last game, and then we're going to call it quits. So we're going to load Steam up again, and give it one more try. Taking a little longer to load up this time. Or not at all. Alright, let's quit. Try it again. Alright. So Poppies doesn't work. What's another game we can try here? I said Borderlands 2 wouldn't work for me. I don't know. Just got this game too, but I don't know what it is exactly. Alright, let's try it. Yep. Alright. So we're gonna try Battlestar Galactica Deadlock. It was just free there a couple days ago. And again, just saw it on Reddit, so I thought I'd grab it. I have no idea what it is. Yeah, this one's gonna take maybe 10 minutes, so if you want to skip ahead 10 minutes, you'll be able to see if this game will load inside Winlator. All right, another 7 minutes or so for this one to finish. Oh, this one's taking a while. Maybe this was a bad choice. Anyway, just keep letting it go. Okay, still waiting, of course. This might be the last one we do. All right. Just clear off some space here so I can figure out what the issue with is with Poppy there. Those demos installed, but I don't want to delete. Don't want to delete the demos. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, I'll mess around with it later. All right, we're almost done. I'm interested if anyone's ever played this game before. I said I never heard of it until last week. Like I said, when it got offered for free, along with a couple other games on Steam. I saw through the free game Reddit there. I like the show, Battlestar Galactica. I watched it all the way through. A little disappointed in the ending, but overall, I really liked the new version of the show. I mean, I watched the old one too, but the newer version that came out in the late 2000s, 2010s, I can't even remember now. Anyway, it was good. But yeah, my dog is named after one of the characters, so I guess I liked it a lot at that time. But she's very old now, so when I got her. All right, another minute, and then we'll give it a try, and then we're going to end this. Tonight was not exactly what I was planning, but I'll have some more testing live streams this week. I usually do 2 or 3 a week, and then one big video of gameplay testing. So I'll probably do another 1 or 2 streams this week too, maybe just testing directly in Winlator. There's been a lot of, not big updates, but a lot of small updates coming down the pipeline. So like I think right now the newest version is like Winlator Bionic Dev 4, and I think in just like every other day we're getting kind of a new version. So I've had to delete or uninstall and reinstall Winlator a bunch of times over the last week. So might have messed with some of my settings for some of these games because, like I said earlier, they were working for me, but they seem to have stopped. We're almost done. I'll take a look at this game. I think it said it was controller compatible, so hopefully my controller works no problem. All right, let's give this one a try. So Battlestar Galactica Dreadlock. Let's see what it's all about. Maybe. It's probably installing some stuff. We got some scripts installing. No? Yes, yes we do. Okay, .NET. Thought I just installed .NET. Anyway. Wait for that to finish. All right. Don't remember these install scripts taking that long on a desktop, so that's one thing that definitely is lagging, but it makes sense. Takes a while to install them inside the container as well. Okay, here we go. What is this? Okay. Yeah, I'd like to play the game. Mostly playable in controller. Okay. Here's hoping. Like the music. Base campaign. Okay. Yeah, let's just stick with protect. I have no idea what this game I can always improve it or increase it later. Maybe. We lose the game. Well, says it's all there. Oh, it's another 32-bit game, but okay, now the RAM's going up, so it's just slow in the background, that's all. I hope. Not looking good. After all that downloading, it's a 32-bit game, so it might not run properly. Yeah, it crashed. All right. This takes us back out here. Maybe I should have used a no launcher command or something. All right. Is there anything else? That one was kind of a bust. Oops. I'll install that one quickly. Super annoying. How big is this one? Metro. That's pretty big. I don't want to waste that much time. Controllers not supported. Okay. Not supported. Not supported. Jeez. A lot of games where the controller is not supported. That's a big one. It's a really big one. Let's try Wasteland Traveler. Let's just see if this one works. It should. It's not a very demanding game. We'll be able to install quickly, and then we'll give it a test. So far, the less demanding games are working perfectly, other than some controller issues. But I feel like that might be just my issue. I'm sure I can figure something out in Steam to get the controller to work. Okay, I see my overlay here. Where's the game? There we go. Oh, I don't know if this one has controller settings too. It said it did. Okay, let's try a new game. Just drops us right in, I guess. Well, that was strange. Okay. I control the mouse. Alright, let's try virtual controller. Does the same thing as mine. Punch. Alright. So we got some controller issues here. Like I said, let's see the mouse. And it recognizes, yeah, my right stick. So the right stick I can move and I can click it, and he does that. That's it. Well, that's unfortunate. All right, well, like I said, not perfect by any means, but Steam does run inside Winlator without any special downgrading or yeah, just basically you don't have to downgrade anymore, so you can just run the latest version. You can even run the beta if you want. The only thing I will say is that when you load Steam, let me just get out of here. So when you run Steam, you do need to set a couple different things. So you need to make sure you're using the 0.37 box 64 because it has the internet and connection fixes for Steam. Right now I'm using intermediate as a good balance. Performance, everything crashes, but compatibility, you lose performance. So intermediate is a good way to kind of balance that a little bit. You must have essential load for this one. So the startup section, if you go aggressive, Steam won't start. And then for the startup, you need to write down this huge thing. Now I have this in my downloads folder as a text message here. So you need to copy this. Maybe I'll see if I can post this in the description of the video. You need to copy this and put it in the argument of Steam in order to kind of give it the best chance of loading and not crashing or anything like that. So under the advanced tab at the bottom, under the executive arguments, you need to copy all of this and paste it in there. And I'll see if I can put that in the description here so you guys can copy that and try it yourselves. All right, so with that, like I said, the newest version of Winlator is there, Winlator Dev 4, I think, from TPG 17. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe if you really like this kind of stuff. Like I said, today was kind of a bust, but I think it proved the point that you can run Steam within Winlator.